everybody, and welcome back to the Garden of Sports Fantasy Hockey Podcast. I'm your host, Zach Gardner, alongside my brother Jake.
Hello, everyone.
And we got hockey, what is this, week 11? We got week 11 waiver wire ads for you. This year's just flying by. We're going to go over our weekly 3x3 waiver ads, going to do some surprises of the week, some of the big injury updates, and then we'll wrap it up with deep league moves and the banger of the week. So, without any further ado, let's jump into it.
As
get
they
her.
say in hockey, let's do that hockey.
Yes, let's do that hockey.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Chance.
Thanks, Chance. Yes. And so I'll start her off here with Mason McTavish for the weekly 3x3. Young forward on Anaheim. He's only 8% rostered. He's got 4 assists in his last 4 games. He's starting to look like the exciting young player a lot of people thought he could be. So maybe start to look at him if he keeps scoring. You know, maybe a good little streaming option right now, but maybe you could look to him as a hold if he keeps it up because he's got a lot of pedigree to him. A lot of people are excited about this kid, so just keep watching that.
Is there room for him to keep getting increased minutes?
Yeah, I mean, Anaheim's such a young team. I mean, you know, if he's going to start scoring, they could give him more time and everything, yeah. But that hasn't really happened just yet, but
okay,
he's starting to score more, so that's usually a good sign. So
for sure. My first guy off the board, Keandre Miller, 16.2% rostered. He has 6 points, 2 goals, and 4 assists in the past 6 games. So kind of the player we were talking about beginning of the year right now, to what we thought he could be. I mean, 3.2 average. And
he's looking really good lately. So good.
He's a guy that we think has a lot of upside, and he's starting to show some of it, so I think he's a great grab right now, especially for weak at defensemen.
Yeah, I definitely think this is a good move right now because he's one of my big sleepers for the year. And he just kind of started slow, but now he's picking it up, and I know that he has, you know, I always knew that he had that talent in him. It's just, were they going to use him that way? Because, you know, he's such a good shutdown defender, and he also has the scoring ability. You don't get a lot of guys like that, so it's just good to see him finally, you know, scoring some points, and so get him in your lineups.
Oh yeah.
And then I also got a goalie here, Charlie Lindgren. 12.7% rostered. He's the starting goalie right now for Washington with Darcy Kemper out with an injury. Definitely must add is he's getting all the starts and he's doing very well. Like he's been putting up like positive game after positive game after positive game like the last like week plus. So I mean, this guy's definitely if you're short on goalie, this is a guy to add right now for sure.
Yeah, dude, did you grab him?
I did, yes.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's a lot of random goalies popping up in these past couple weeks that you can
there are. Thank God, because
taking over their teams starting role.
Yep.
Yeah, good for you, my guy.
Thanks, my guy.
So my next player
Zay Jones.
Yeah, no, it's actually good. No, Dmitry Orlov, close. This is more of a banger league move, but
a few 15.5%
rostered. He's back from injury and getting heavy minutes. Actually, okay, so he played today, and these stats aren't quite correct, but the 4 games before tonight, 1 goal, 2 assists, 6 hits, 10 blocks.
Oh shit!
High average in any half point or full point banger league. But he's also getting goals and assists recently, and then tonight he has a goal. 8 fantasy points, 25 minutes. I mean, this guy.
Yeah. So when Dmitry Orlov is in a hot streak scoring points, he's always a guy you wanna roster, because he's not known as like a big scoring guy, but he's usually a player that is he's a very good banger league player, and so he always gets the hits and blocks. And especially when he's scoring some points, you definitely want to roster him. This is I honestly am surprised that he's kind of that low owned. He's usually a little higher than that every year. So
yeah, very low. I think kind of flew under our radar as well because somebody already had him in our league, and we were looking at the active waiver wire.
Mm-hmm.
But just for low owned guys, this is just a great grab.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I like it, Jake. A couple banging D-men here off your board quick here.
Yes, sir. Love the
Uh,
bang.
and then my last guy here for the weekly 3x3, I got Brandon Hagel, or Handon Bagel is what I like to call him.
Oh my God.
But he's for the young player for the Tampa Bay Lightning. He's 29.6% rostered. He's got 3 goals and 4 assists in his last 4 games. He's just going off lately, up to a 3.5 average in our league, Jake. Definitely must add right now. He's so low owned, and if you look at his like recent like games, he's got multiple points in most of them, points in every game. He's looking like a top tier player the last week, a little over a week. So definitely get this guy on your teams.
Yeah, dude, I don't get how he's not higher rostered than this.
Yeah,
I mean, I know
either.
ESPN isn't the main lead platform people use, but this is pretty low for this production. This is kind of like a guy who shouldn't be on a show waiver wire ad. It should be
Yeah,
low.
right. Well, he's
hell?
just so low. I got to mention him,
Yeah, no,
we mentioned him.
We do.
We've mentioned him before, and then I thought that that was all we needed to do. But no, I checked today, and I was like, no way, he's still under like 40% or 50%.
I'm just saying because you have to imagine other fantasy hockey podcasts are talking about him, and yet he's still right here.
Yeah,
30%.
it's always a slow climb for like players that don't have like the name value,
For sure.
So,
I have another guy.
You'll benefit
from
other people's stupidity.
Oh my God. I have another guy similar to that extent where he's lower owned and he's producing really well, but he's not, I wouldn't say he's as good as Hagel, but Jean-Gabriel Pageau, 31.7% rostered, 7 goals, 11 assists, 55 shots on net, 86 hits, 24 block shots through 32 games this year. And he gets good minutes. I don't see why this guy isn't higher rostered.
Yeah, he's having a pretty good year. Definitely in a banger league, should be rostered.
Yeah, more banger.
I don't know. I mean, he definitely should be higher than that. He's having a really good year, so yeah, that does seem pretty low for him. But I think people have been burned with him, because he had a really good year like 2 or 3 years ago, and then he hasn't really been great the last couple years. So I think people are kind of staying away from him right now. But I mean, if he's having a good year, he's having a good year, So
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Thought I had to mention him because I couldn't believe you still that low roster. I mean, that's a higher average than Hagel. Right.
Yeah, definitely go check on him. And then with that, we'll break into surprises of the week.
A surprise, to be sure, but a welcome one.
So I got Tage Thompson just going crazy. I know we've talked about him a lot on our show over the last month. So I'm not going to keep mentioning him as an ad because I'm sure most of you guys probably already have him at this
90%, 99%.
Yeah, okay, he's way up there. Jesus.
Yeah.
So, but Tage Thompson though, just going crazy. 4 goals, 4 assists his last 3 games. He had a 9.8 average this last week. This dude's just insane, and I don't know if he can keep it up the whole year, but I mean, this guy is like one of the stories of the league so far this year.
Yeah, probably the steal of the draft too. This is an 8th round guy.
Yeah.
That's pretty insane, and he's a number 2 forward. So 6.3 average. That's might be the second best behind, the number 1 player.
Yeah, McDavid.
I just want to check right now in our league. It's Connor McDavid, Rasmus Dahlin, Tage Thompson.
Wow.
So you got him 8th round. Probably, if you drafted well enough, then you're winning your league with that. I mean, that's a league-winning draft pick. But anyway. Another potential league winner type player, my surprise of the week, Tyson Barrie. Right after I dropped him in that league I'm in, Zach, that I'm completely stacked because nobody knows what they're doing besides 2 of us. I dropped Tyson Barrie because he was one of my worst players, believe it or not, and then he goes off this week when I'm playing the number 1 seed, and he scores 31.5 fantasy points in the last 7 days with a 7.9 average.
Wow.
And the guy I kept over him was Mackenzie Weegar because I thought he could bounce back still.
I mean, I still think he can.
So it
But
hurts
yeah,
short term, but god dang.
I still
Yeah.
think Mackenzie Weegar is going to be good to hold on to. Yeah.
That's why I did it, dude, because I know what he's produced last year and the year before, and god dang. But yeah, that came back to bite me for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
And he went crazy. So
Gotta love it. And then, yeah, but now we'll just break into some injuries here. So just got a few really to talk to, kind of like the main three this week, kind of the big name fantasy guys. So we got Sebastian Aho is day to day. Radko Gudas out with a concussion. Sucks for all you banger league.
which Sebastian Aho? There's two Ahos. Two Sebastian Ahos. There's an island. There's an Islanders Sebastian Aho.
Yeah,
eh?
I know this. No, this is the big Aho on.
Okay, the big Aho.
The big Aho on Carolina. Carolina.
Okay. Aho.
Yeah, Carolina Aho. But yeah, no. So Sebastian Aho, center on Carolina, day to day, the good Aho, we'll say. Yeah, so he's day to day. Radko Gudas, concussion on IR, and then Shea Theodore is day to day for the Golden Knights. So those are kind of the big ones.
Oh, Shea Theodore's out.
Oh, is he? Okay. When
Is he almost back then?
I think they're saying he might be
says
back soon.
week to week, December 13th. Maybe you probably read that on the most recent ESPN though. So
yeah, I did.
Okay.
And then we're just gonna jump in. I just have 2 deep league moves this week, guys, that you can maybe start looking at. I got Eric Gustafson, defenseman. He's got 4 goals and 1 assist over the last week. He's getting really high ice time, over 20 minutes. I think he could be a decent streaming option at defense right now. And then forward, I got Capo Caco, 3 goals, 2 assists over the last 4 games. Maybe he's starting a hot streak. I know he's started really slow this year, but he did have a pretty good week. So maybe you could look at him as a streaming option on New York. And then we're going to wrap it up here with Banger of the Week. This week it was Tanner Jeannot. He had 16 hits in 4 games. So, yeah, good job, Tanner. Just keep on banging.
Neck, bro. Jesus, you see this guy?
Damn, boy, he's thick.
He literally looks like a fucking thumb.
Oh, let me take a look at this then. Jesus.
Tanner Jeannot. I mean, God, imagine getting hit by that neck. Try running over that with a skate, you're gonna break the skate. Jesus Christ. Do you see this guy?
Oh yeah, that is the neck right there. Damn. Holy shit.
Damn, boy.
Damn, boy.
Damn, boy, he's thick.
I'm gonna wear that sound out.
Yeah, jeez.
Yeah, so kind of a quick episode today, guys, but hope we gave you some good players to go look at and gave you some good information on this season, how this season's shaking up, and hopefully you're winning your leagues. And just thank you for continuing to listen to us and support us. And so go hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, get notified when we drop our new episodes. And then go follow us on our social media. We got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, so go search us, give us a follow, search Garden of Sports, and we'll catch you back here next week with another fantasy hockey episode. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.